Am I the jerk for refusing to marry my cousin because he has been stalking me at family gatherings ever since we broke up? Now, before everyone freaks out, I'm from Pakistan. Cousin marriage is very normal here, and I would say it's especially so in my family. If possible, I would like to get advice from brown people because the white people solutions like cut them off and going no contact are not an option at all. So I, 22F, was recently asked for my hand in marriage. My aunt, father's sister, brought a marriage proposal for me for her youngest son, 25M. My family was absolutely ecstatic about it. I, however, not so much. A little background is that I actually dated this particular cousin when I was in 10th grade, about 14 years old. Not my greatest moment, but at that time my brother had recently gotten married to another cousin of ours. They had been dating for 9 years or something, so I was being a delusional idiot who thought she could have something similar. My family does not know anything about it till this day because they're very, very conservative about stuff like this, especially when it comes to daughters. We obviously broke up because he was starting to act like my literal father. He would get mad at me for talking to boys. I went to a co-education school, would constantly ask to check my phone and for my social media passwords. I had a lot of unsupervised access to internet from a young age, and was a little too mature for my age. I immediately ended the relationship and distanced myself from him. But now he sent his mother with a formal marriage proposal. My father was obviously ready to agree the moment they came over, but thankfully he decided to ask me for my opinion before giving an answer back. I refused because that guy was literally my ex, and had been kind of stalking me at family events and stuff since the breakup. Now I'm being guilt-tripped, emotionally blackmailed, and literally threatened by my family for refusing. I'm so confused right now. Because I know that man would be an unbearable husband. He was a controlling boyfriend, and he'd be worse as a husband. On top of that, my cousin is constantly messaging me and urging me to agree. He's making promises and whatnot. So I just want to know, am I a jerk? Should I just give in and accept my fate because I literally cannot see any other way out of this? Update. So it's been a day or two since I had a talk with my parents, my cousins, and a religious scholar that taught me as a child. Please bear with me since my mind is still very much a mess. First of all, let's start with a lady that taught me Islam as a child. She came over on the 5th. My father wasn't home, so she talked with my mother. Basically, that lady, bless her heart, went off on my mother. She was literally screaming about how wrong they were and whatnot. I actually cried seeing her defend my decision like that because she was the first person on my side. My mother looked very ashamed, but was still defending her decision. Eventually, my mother asked the lady to leave. I was slapped for talking about family matters with strangers. Next comes my parents. My father came home in the evening and my mother immediately told him about my stunt. I was scolded, berated, and called every name in the book. I tried having a conversation with them, tried explaining my side, but it was all just useless. It was clear that their mind was made up. So in a moment of pure anger and pain, I threatened to end my own life if they tried forcing me further. Apparently using their threats against them makes me the evil person. But thankfully they've been sort of quiet since then and haven't really tried to talk to me about the marriage any longer. As for my cousin, I met with him yesterday. I called him and asked to meet during my internship hours as to not make it suspicious. That jerk thought in his delusional little mind that I called to reconcile with him. As if I would look at that knockoff, China version of a rat twice. As soon as I started talking and explaining why I didn't want to marry him, he got pissed. We were in the building's parking lot in his car, so he literally started the car, locked the doors, and drove onto the highway so I couldn't get out. I got yelled at for being a batch who didn't understand his feelings, didn't care for him. He threatened to literally force himself on me. Literally do that to me and ruin my honor because I don't want to marry him? I'm so disgusted right now. I agreed with him for a few minutes so he'll drop me back at the building. Thankfully it worked. I haven't told anyone in my family about what he said because I know instead of defending me, they'll ask why I was even in a car with him. I'm just so tired of all of this. I've started to actually want to follow through on my threat. I already know that my life will be hell if I end up getting married to him. He's crazy, absolutely psychotic. I don't know what else to do anymore. Commenter, please get in touch with women's organizations in Pakistan, such as Bedari, and discuss your options. If you decide your freedom is your ultimate goal, you will find a way eventually, even if you have to marry the jerk to further your plan in the short term.